freezing cold out. Oh, ranch.
On this episode featuring Brian Callen, Brian shares a hilarious story about one of his father's best friends.
My father's friend, he was sleeping. His wife said, "You have to go to the dentist." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Your breath is so out of control." And they've been married for 25 years. So he goes, "Jesus, all right." So check this out. So apparently he had an abscess, a sac of bacteria in the back of his mouth. Well, when they I guess took the tooth out of the filling out and they popped by accident the sac, the nurse threw up and the fucking dentist walked into the room at that moment and pulled his mask off and threw the fuck up as well. No! Yes. No way! It was a double vomit fest.
On this episode featuring Mike Tyson has a moment where he does a lot of good self-reflection.
Crazy picture. You in your underwear with a tiger on a chain. That is one of the...
That's the champ right there.
That's you at peak crazy.
Yeah.
In this episode featuring Steve-O mentions how he rents out 4 apartments in the same building. On episode 1118, Theo Von talks about Joe Rogan's friend, Eddie Bravo.
Dude, I talked to your buddy Eddie Bravo, and that guy is a real...
He's out there.
He's like a deaf Jack Russell almost, you know?
A deaf Jack Russell?
Yeah, because once he gets going, you can't...
Oh, Jack Russell Terrier?
Yeah. You ever been around one of those dogs? You open the car, and then the next thing you know, they're at the... Yeah. They're like sick, yeah.
But well, how's he deaf?
Because you can't get him back. Like, once he goes, you can't... You know what I'm saying? You can't get him back in the car. Like, you're sitting there honking the horn. You can't... That guy's out there. You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about, but I've never heard anybody make a description like that. A deaf Jack Russell Terrier.
On episode 1405, Joe Rogan and company tell a story about Joey Diaz pooping in the shower.
Joey told me one time that he was...
On episode 803, Joey Diaz tells a hilarious story about someone sleeping through a fire. On episode 1225, Theo Von forgets what season it is. On episode number 466, Joe Rogan talks about his grandmother. Episode 892, Joe Rogan asks a very important would you rather.